The human mind resembles a turbulent storm, filled with restless thoughts and agitated emotions. Yet there is a refuge, an oasis of tranquility at the center of this mental turmoil. A serene mind works like a calm mirror, reflecting the world with clarity and perspective. In this video, we'll explore the influence of calming the mind and how it empowers us to gain valuable emotional control, make more thoughtful decisions, and let go of irrational thoughts. Imagine a serene lake, where the water is so placid that it reflects the sky and trees perfectly. Similarly, a calm mind reflects the world around it clearly. When our minds are agitated, like the tumultuous waters of a river, our view of the world is distorted. It becomes difficult to make sensible decisions when we are immersed in a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. However, by calming the mind, we allow the mud of mental agitation to settle. In this state of tranquility, we can see things as they really are, evaluate situations with perspective and discernment. Mental clarity helps us make informed and rational decisions, rather than reacting impulsively driven by anxiety or emotions. In addition, a calm mind represents the epicenter of reflection. When we are at peace, we can analyze our thoughts and emotions objectively. This gives us the ability to identify irrational thoughts, cognitive distortions, and limiting beliefs that can harm us. Through reflection, we can challenge these thoughts and replace them with more realistic and constructive thoughts. Emotional control is another blessing of a calm mind. When we are at peace, we are less likely to be overwhelmed by intense emotions such as anger, anxiety, or sadness. We can observe our emotions from a distance and choose to react constructively, rather than being drawn into them. Thus, calming the mind is not only a search for inner peace, but also an enhancement of our ability to make wise decisions and cope with life's challenges. Achieving greater emotional balance is akin to finding the center of the storm, where calm prevails and clarity dominates. The initial step to calming the mind lies in awareness, in the ability to illuminate the dark corners of our thoughts. This brings out what was hidden in the shadows. When faced with negative thoughts, it is crucial to identify those that are irrational. These can be those that make us foresee impending tragedies, doubt our worth, or feel that everyone judges us. Once we recognize these irrational thoughts, the next step is to challenge them. We can look at these thoughts as narratives we tell ourselves, not always based on truth. We can question the validity of these stories by asking ourselves if there is solid evidence to support them, or if they are just assumptions with no basis in hard facts. The key to overcoming irrational thoughts is to replace them with more rational and balanced thoughts. For example, if we catch ourselves thinking, "Nobody likes me," we can challenge that thought by questioning whether it's really true. We can recognize that we cannot please everyone all the time and that there are people who appreciate our company. This replacement of negative thoughts with more rational thoughts is like opening a window to allow fresh air into the mind. Another effective strategy is to practice self-compassion. When faced with irrational thoughts, it's easy to be self-critical. Self-compassion encourages us to treat ourselves with kindness, just as we would treat a friend. This implies recognizing that everyone has irrational thoughts at some point and that we are not alone in this experience. Self-compassion helps us forgive our imperfections and practice self-understanding. As we identify, challenge, and replace irrational thoughts, we begin to calm the mind. Anxiety subsides, and we find a sense of emotional balance. This is comparable to wiping dust off a lens, allowing us to see life more clearly. When we face a life filled with tasks, commitments, and potential decisions, it's easy to get overwhelmed. In this state, the mind becomes agitated, and anxiety increases, resembling trying to balance a pile of dishes under overwhelming pressure. Setting priorities is equivalent to organizing these dishes according to their importance. You identify what is crucial and what can wait, making it possible to focus your energy on the most significant tasks and decisions, rather than scattering in all directions. Also, setting clear goals is like drawing a map to your destination. When you know where you are going, your journey becomes more direct and less uncertain. Goals offer a sense of purpose and direction, pushing away the sense of confusion and anxiety that comes with indecision. However, it is essential to remember that setting priorities and goals does not imply trying to do everything at once. It's about choosing wisely what is most meaningful to you at a given time. This not only reduces overhead, but also boosts efficiency and productivity. By setting priorities, you also make room for reflection and emotional control. It is not constantly worried about all the pending tasks, but rather focused on what really matters. It helps to calm the mind and find inner serenity. In addition, the act of setting clear goals provides a sense of accomplishment and purpose. As you reach these goals, your confidence increases, and your mind quiets down, resembling scoring small triumphs along the journey. Imagine resilience as a spring that allows us to return to our equilibrium state after being pressed down. Life's journey is filled with challenges, both big and small, that have the potential to impact us emotionally. If we don't cultivate resilience, these challenges can overwhelm us, resulting in anxiety and stress. The key to building resilience lies in a change of perspective. Rather than seeing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, we should see them as opportunities for growth. Just as a muscle strengthens through endurance, our ability to meet challenges grows as we overcome them. However, resilience is not built overnight, it is a skill that develops over time and practice. A crucial aspect of this development is self-understanding. Knowing our strengths and weaknesses helps us face challenges with more confidence. It is vital to remember that everyone faces challenges at some point. You are not alone in your struggles. An effective strategy for building resilience is the practice of radical acceptance. This implies accepting the challenges and difficulties of life as integral parts of it. Instead of resisting or denying reality, we recognize that adversity is part of the journey and an opportunity to grow. Another valuable technique is self-affirmation. Facing challenges, we are often overwhelmed by negative thoughts, such as, "I can't do this," or "I'll never get over it." Self-affirmation involves replacing these thoughts with positive, encouraging statements, such as, "I can get over this," or "I'll learn from this." Calming the mind is a journey of self-discovery and self-transformation, which includes setting priorities, recognizing irrational thoughts, and seeking inner peace. By embracing these strategies, you become the architect of your own mental serenity, empowered to face challenges with more clarity and balance.